Rising Indian swimmer Vedaant Madhavan has impressed everyone with his brilliant performance at the Danish Open 2022. Vedant bagged a gold medal in the 800-meter freestyle swimming event, clocking 8:17.28. The 16-year-old bettered his personal best time, edging past local swimmer Alexander Elbishwan by 0.10 to stand atop the podium. In recent past, Vedant has shown immense improvement in his performance, bettering his personal best times in all three events he has participated so far. Vedant won silver medal in 1500-meter freestyle event before bettering his 200-meter freestyle time to finish 12th overall in the event. Excited father and actor R. Madhavan regularly shares all updates and achievements of his son on social media platforms. The Three Idiots actor also shared a clip of Vedant's felicitation ceremony. In the social media post, R. Madhavan thanked Vedant's coach, swimming federation and the entire team that supported him throughout the event. Soon after R. Madhavan shared the post, his industry friends and fans also flooded the comment section with congratulatory messages. While Vedant's performance was good enough to fetch him a gold at the event, a lot is yet to be done to achieve the international podium finish. Vedant has represented India at several international swimming competitions. From bronze to gold, he has won many awards in different swimming categories. Last year, Madhavan and his family had shifted to Dubai so that his son can get access to larger swimming pools in his run-up to the Olympics. On the other hand, the father of Vedant, actor R. Madhavan, will next feature in Rocketry, The Nambi Effect, based on the life of former Indian Space Research Organisation scientist Nambi Narayan. With his film, Madhavan will also mark his directorial debut as the writer of the film, which is all set to hit the theatres on the 1st of July 2022.
We have with us 16-year-old Indian swimmer Vedaant Madhavan, who has recently won a gold in men's 800-meter freestyle and a silver in 1500-meter freestyle event at the Danish Open. And we have Vedant with us. Vedant, many congratulations for your brilliant performance. When you were going for this event, what were your expectations from the event?
First of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful for being here. So before I came to this event, I saw like the standard for the event. There were a lot of fast people. So I was like, great, this is amazing. I'll get like a new experience with faster people. And it turned out that I also improved a lot because I decreased my times. So I was able to go with them and I was able to learn and achieve way more than I was mentally prepared for.
Mm-hmm. And you have bettered your timings in 3 of the events that you took part in. So how do you look at that? How big is that an achievement for you?
It's pretty big achievement because it's really hard to improve basically like 1 or 2 seconds. But but the fact that I've improved like almost 11 or like 10 seconds is really amazing. It shows that my training is going correctly and I'm in a great form.
And in fact, the Indian team is doing so well in this particular event. So how do you look at the team's performance? What are the factors you think have helped in the performance of the Indian team?
I believe that Indian swimming is moving forward at a really rapid pace. As per last year, the first first Indian to ever make an A cut in swimming was Sajan Prakash. And right after that was Sri Hari Nataraj. So it was groundbreaking history last year, and I believe that in the coming years we can even make it to the finals or even medal in the Olympics. And yeah, I believe that we're taking the sport more seriously now. We won a medal in different events, but it felt nice, like, you know, saying that we won a medal for our country. It felt really nice, and we both were very happy. And our coach, who worked really hard for us as well, Mr. Pradeep, so was also extremely happy with our performance.
And how was the feeling of winning the gold? Because it's a different feeling altogether. You win a silver, okay, you are on the podium, but when you win a gold, the feeling is out of this world. So how did that feel?
Absolutely, it felt amazing. It was a really close race. I won by only 10 microseconds, but yeah, my start was a little bad. I was trailing a bit. and then I caught up in the end, and it was an amazing race to watch and swim, and it really left goosebumps on my teammates and my coach, and it was more than anything, it was just fun. Like the experience was just really fun, and it felt amazing.
And if you talk about your coach, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, how do you look at the association? How long has this association been, and how do you look at his role in your progress?
So obviously, he plays a really important role in my progress, because without a coach, I cannot, like, no one can be a successful swimmer, because the coach prepares you mentally and physically, and without his support, I wouldn't be anywhere. From his trainings to his lectures to everything, every word is really important, and I believe that he's played one of the biggest roles in my achievements so far.
And if we talk about your journey, swimming is not really that popular in India. So how did you take up swimming? What was the one factor that attracted you towards swimming?
Honestly, like whenever I went to the pool, I felt like calm, and like, like this is my space. I felt like I was really focused and calm, like not even competitive swimming, just like going and playing with my friends or anything. I just felt like it was like a natural place for me. And then in school, I started competing like properly, and I realized that, oh, I can go fast. Like, this is something I like to do. And then from there, it just skyrocketed. In 4 years, I was able to achieve so much, and I'm really grateful for that.
At what age you picked up swimming, and when did you fall in love with swimming?
I think 4.5 years ago, so maybe like 10 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any ideals that you have in swimming?
Obviously, Michael Phelps. That's a no-brainer. And then someone who I look up to, who is my age, is David Popovici. He's an amazing swimmer. I also look up to my fellow teammates, Sajan Prakash and Shihari Natraj, as well as Kushagra Rawat. They are really close friends of mine, and also like really big inspirations as well.
Okay, you talked about Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps was a really hyperactive child. So, what helped him was water, helped him cool down. So, what is your personality? You think you were also a little hyperactive, or you are as calm as you seem to be?
See, I'm completely different when it comes to swimming. Like, you can't really judge a person outside and inside of the water. Yes. So I feel like, yeah, we kind of share the same fire when it comes to the pool. Like, when we're there, we're like completely like different. We're like wild. On the starting block, it's just like a completely different mentality. And yeah, when I got to meet Michael Phelps about 3 years ago, I could feel like I want to be like him. Like, this is the guy I should be and become, because he's just a legend, and it's amazing to look up to him.
So you think swimming has changed something about you as a person? Any dimension of your personality that has changed because you are doing so well in swimming?
Obviously, personality-wise, nothing has changed, but because I've always liked swimming, so like it's nothing like anything would change negatively. But obviously, I made a lot of sacrifices for my swimming. So like maybe like eating or going out with friends, watching TV, all of those sacrifices I made so that I could focus on the sport and focus on the thing that I really like doing.
Okay. And I'm sure everybody is talking about your father. He's on Cloud9. He's very active on social media, sharing all the updates about your swimming events. So what do you have to say about him? How was the family support, especially your father?
I'm really grateful for my family's support. Even though he's not with me right now, he's in a different countries. He's staying up late to watch my every race. And it feels really amazing that even though they're not here physically, they're always looking after me. And it's just amazing that both my mom and dad put so much effort and to see me swim. And it's great that I can reward that effort.
What was their reaction initially when you decided to, pursue swimming as a career? What was their reaction? And you have made sacrifices, but we know that for any sports person who is doing well, the parents, the family also has to make some sacrifices. So if you can talk about that.
Yeah, so one of the main sacrifices my parents made was obviously shifting to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were really supportive in my choices, and they also believed in me. And I'm really happy for that because not many people can say the same as I. But yeah, I'm really grateful that they chose to stick by me and not force me into like going really in depth into studies or anything else. They supported my dreams and my future, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
Okay, so sports was very popular in your home. If you talk about it, you grew up watching a lot of sports. Are your parents or any one of your parents big sports fan?
No, not really. I was never into sports like watching, but I used to play a lot of sports. Uh, I was a taekwondo national medalist before swimming,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so I think like just the passion came and like the competitiveness was always in me, and then I picked up swimming, and it was just a
Mm-hmm.
perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are your immediate targets or next goals when it comes to swimming?
Obviously, my major goal is for the junior nationals, upcoming junior nationals, Indian junior nationals, which will be held probably in end of June.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna focus on that because I'm gonna try to make national records
Mm-hmm.
and better my timings as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the main events, and also the FINA World Juniors
Mm-hmm.
and the World School Games, which is probably next month in Paris. So I have a lot of meets lined up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm ready and I'm excited.
Okay. Yes, you are. We can see that you are still very far away from the international standards. So, what areas you are looking forward to improve on, and what kind of work you are going to do to improve the timings?
So I'm still very young. I believe that I've achieved so much in just 4 years, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously there's a lot more I can improve on. One of my weak points is my legs,
Mm-hmm.
and if I can just strengthen my legs, I can get my timings better by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I just have to put my head down and train for a while.
Okay. And if we talk about your father, how involved has he been in your career? And you both, do you talk about films with him and he talks about swimming with you? Do you have those kind of conversations?
Yeah, of course. Like I talk about swimming to him, and he talks about film and all of his movies and all of the stuff he's doing. Like even like music and stuff. And it's just like a friendly relationship I have with my father. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he does support my swimming. He comes and drops me in the morning at 4 o'clock, so I can go and train. And he picks me up as well. So it's really nice to see that my father is waking up early so that I can go and train.
Mm-hmm. So this year is going to be very special for the family because you're already doing so well in Danish Open, and
Yeah,
Rocketry is coming. So there's a lot of excitement about
absolutely.
the directorial debut of your father. Have you
Correct.
seen the rushes of the movie? Have you seen the movie? What are your expectations from that?
I believe it's an extraordinary movie, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just amazing how my dad was able to grasp the concept.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also very, very, very touching. And it's just a phenomenal movie, in my opinion. And not speaking of bias, just speaking from a public point of view, I really, really enjoyed the movie, and it's something that needs to be out in the light.
Mm-hmm. And do you look up to your father? Do you have any ambitions of entering the film world, or do you see yourself entering the films at any point of time in the future?
Uh, See, right now I'm focused on swimming, like completely focused on swimming. So I don't really like get those thoughts because without like my 100% in swimming, yeah, there's no point. But for now, just swimming, just for now.
have you ever been on a film set with your father? I mean, obviously we are somehow, affected, or, we look up to our parents. So that kind of world, as a child, were you ever exposed to the filmmaking process, or you ever had that ambition of becoming an actor like your father in your childhood?
Yeah, as a kid, obviously I was exposed to like all the film facilities and the set. So I used to get really excited because acting is a job where you can become anyone. So you can take up the role of an astronaut, an athlete, or anything. So it's a job filled with multiple jobs. So that fascinated me a lot as a kid. And yeah, but I'm choosing a different path right now.
No, no, that is uh, definitely fine, because it's a very proud moment for a father when, he is known by his son's name. So, a lot of people are talking that you are our Madhavan's son, but, in the sporting world, very soon, I think he will be known as Vedant Madhavan's father. So was that a dream? Because I'm sure that, when you have a celebrity father, one of the things you badly want to do is, make your own identity, and somehow you have been able to do that. So how do you look at this achievement, that wanted to make a different name for yourself, and finally you have?
Yeah, so I didn't want to live under my dad's shadow. Obviously, I wanted to make a name for myself. I just didn't want to be our Madhavan's son. But um, yeah, it's really nice to know that I've touched people and that I've made my own name,
Mhm.
and it's great because I'm pretty sure my dad did also wanted the same thing,
Mhm.
because that's a really important thing that someone should do, make their own name for themselves, do something really nice.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm really appreciative for that. And obviously it's not that big yet. I'm
Mhm.
planning on doing greater things in the
Mhm.
future. And yeah.
We always take small steps first. And if we talk about your mother, it must be a very proud moment for her, from our Madhavan's wife to now Vedant Madhavan's mom. It's a big, we can say, big step for her. What kind of bond you share with your mother, and how supportive was she when it comes to swimming? What do you have to say about your mother?
Absolutely. My mom is the most supportive person out of anyone when it comes to my swimming. She manages everything from my swimming, my diet, my school, everything. And it's just amazing that I have a mom like her. Every morning she wakes up at 4 so that she can take me to swimming. And even when my dad is like traveling for a movie or a shoot or anything, she always takes care of the whole house, me, the dogs, everyone. And it's just amazing that I have a mom like her, and she's so supportive. She's so hardworking, and it's
Mhm.
just brilliant. That like I got so lucky with such an amazing mother.
Mhm. Uh, very few people talk about it, but we know that when someone excels in a particular field, when reach the height in any career, any field that you choose, family support is really important. Family atmosphere is really important, because we have seen even international sports stars, when they are going through some, personal crisis, some sort of crisis in their personal life, it affects their performance. So how do you look at the role of a family when an athlete wants to do really well in his sport?
Obviously, family is a really important role in your performance because, honestly, if you're talking about any sport, I judge it by 40% athletic capability and 60% mental capability, because without the mind, you won't be able to excel at all. And obviously, without like family support or something that is bothering you in your head, uh, obviously there'll be major mixed feelings. So that can affect your performance largely. And I believe that family support is one of the keys to success in sports.
If we talk about the sporting culture in our country, suddenly we see lots of sports, coming into the limelight. Social media is filled with the achievement of Indian athletes in different sports. Every sport is getting limelight. They are being covered in news. Every sports star, any kind of achievement, they are getting their due credit. So how do you look at the sporting culture in the country that is flourishing now?
I believe we've improved a lot, especially after the gold medal at the Olympics.
Yes.
I believe that a lot of people have become really motivated and more encouraged to start a sport or support a sport, which is great because we need that kind of support right now because we're not the best, but I'm pretty sure soon we're going to be one of the best countries that excel in all kind of sports.
Okay. And last, what will be your advice, your guidance for the budding swimmers in the country?
Honestly, don't give up, even if your times are not improving or anything. Never have that negativity. You can always improve on any aspect, and just keep pushing. It's never easy. You just have to take the hard way and focus.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you all the very best for any of the future tournaments, and may you achieve all your goals and you keep battering your timings. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a great experience.
Thank you.
The world's first global Ayush investment and innovation summit